the Santa Cruz Guitar Company, whose founder, Richard Hoover, we'll be hearing from in just a moment. Richard co-founded Santa Cruz Guitar Company in 1976 after about 4 years of learning how to make guitars. Since then, he has built the company into one of the most revered steel string makers in the world, known for its handcrafted acoustic guitars and its dedication to sustainability. Today, we'll get to learn from Richard about that history and hear what makes handmade guitars so special. Thank you again for coming. Enjoy the day. And now, please welcome a national treasure, Richard Hoover.
So I'm going to show you a little bit of that today. And again, it's not for braggadocio, it's not to promote a company. What it is to do is to help us understand the nature of great sound that moves us. The secret of Stradivarius, by the way, instead of making the instrument to a given set of dimensions, they were made to frequencies so that you built the instrument in tune, creating harmony. Harmony gives us sustain, long-lasting sound, and the development of overtones that make it rich and full. It's very much like throwing rocks at a piano, hoping you get a chord. If you threw enough rocks at a piano, you would get a chord. But in this case, there's some lively ones and some dead ones. The lively ones, those wavelengths happen to move through the rest of the braces, clear and unimpeded, and they sound great. The ones that are dead crash into another wavelength and die. And this is what was missing in the analysis of the violin. What makes an instrument sound good? Let's start with this. The wood itself is chosen to get the scale of clarity, as I said, depending on your style of playing. But people love old guitars and they love old violins because they sound better. What's that all about? What it is a piece of wood in the living tree. The tree sap flows through the tree to deliver nutrients to the extremities. When it dies, that stops moving and the tree sap begins to polymerize. And I choose that word carefully. I'd rather say crystallize, it's a lot sexier. But polymerize is like glue drying, and it becomes harder and harder and harder. So that piece of wood, given 25 years, 50 years, 100, 200 years, like the old violins, it becomes super hard and resonant, and the instrument sounds better. That's a big deal. Not